What are you reviewing, by the way?
Probably last night's scrim.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Okay, I put the link in VODs.
Isn't there gonna be a delay?
About 7 seconds. That's about it, though.
You can do me for King's Row and then Chase for do something like
That's fine, either way. I don't know what maps, who played what, and I don't know what these codes are for maps.
I played, Chase played everything, I think. I only played 2 maps.
I didn't play the last map. Oh no, we didn't do the 6th map. No.
So this is Wildfire, correct?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I think so.
Yep. It's Ben and Donuts.
Where are you looking at, the scrim or the game?
Scrim. Let me know when you guys are all in.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you guys watching the stream? I put it in VODs. Jesus. No, it's on YouTube. Both of you are in here? Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you got 4K.
Okay. So while the tank line is pushing, whose fucking mic is that?
What is
Jesus.
It's not me.
That is.
Yo,
quite a
okay,
sound.
seriously, whoever's mic is that, please, dear God, that's like nails
That's
on a
not me.
chalkboard.
No, that's me. I'm watching the video.
Yo, Chase. I guess everyone. I hit 4K.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
We fucking did it.
Okay, so
Actually,
while
that's
while the tanks are
I'll
pushing,
mute myself.
Are you like never gonna play again?
No, I will. Are we playing? Wait, what's happening right now?
They're doing a VOD.
VOD review right now, and then after we're
my
gonna
bad.
jump in.
I just like to feel included.
While the tanks are pushing forward on the team, if you want to jump, okay, well both of them are already over here. Didn't know that. Okay, either way, while the tanks are pushing through against you, Maddie, and I'm assuming that's Laz, yeah, Laz over there, you help Sunless and Aim and just burn down both the McCree and the Mercy. Okay, instead of
Tyler.
I'm away actually and watch this real quick.
Well, hey, I got to 36. Wow.
I saw.
Okay, so instead of playing here at the choke, Tracer's not meant to be playing a choke. If you want to rotate down to the left side, you come up either from left on their spawn or come through here. That's the better play than just playing a choke. Because if you get a pick, that means 20 seconds is off the clock, meaning it basically is going to be off the clock, and that means you guys get at least another 30-40%. Good, you're the one that should be touching point to deal with this. Okay, instead of crouch spamming, go left and right. Because you're honestly you're just making it easier for the other Tracer to one-clip you, just because she's just gonna come in, and even if she gets body shots, she can still one-clip you. Sure, you might be able to pop recall and still survive it, but AD strafing, or I'm gonna call it AD strafing instead of just back and forth on the sticks. So AD strafing is gonna make her be able to hit less of her shots. Good pick, that's good. Stick. I didn't think you needed to burn recall there. You probably could have gotten out. You had one blick left, and you could have given at least a little bit of alt charge over to Maddie or Les. Yeah, honestly, just don't even. If she's going to jump off the ledge, don't even shoot her anymore. Just if you want, keep meleeing her. But
to confirm the kill.
Yeah, let the stacker go as much as possible. Or if you want, I don't know if you guys know this, but every time you melee someone right before they jump off the edge, that still counts as you getting the kill. It just counts as an environmental kill, in a sense. So you just melee her once and she jumps off the ledge. I mean, it's the small, like, incremental, tiny things, but still it makes up for it. So again, instead of playing it choke, flank around. That wouldn't have happened if you were flanking around.
Yeah, dude, he's solid.
Bad res.
Okay. This is a risk.
Fucking Reinhardt, dude. Holy shit.
Tired of your shit, bro. Yeah, honestly, this whole time, you don't need to be pressuring shield. That's not your job. That's Chu, Sunless, Maddie, not Maddie, Laz, and Naeem to be pressuring shield. Mostly Chu, Sunless, and Laz. Yeah, exactly. You need to be on the flanks, either looking for the McCree or looking for the Ana, not at here poking shields. Or, if anything, dueling the Tracer, like hopefully you're about to do. So that McCree knew you were flanking. Instead of doubling back to your team, don't go through the same approach because, one, the McCree knows you're there. If you wanted to, come beneath and go underneath and then rotate around. If they don't see you and you make this rotation, you're still going to be in good position for the next fight. When your team is going to push again, you come up from behind them. Either you get a pick on the Ana, you get a pick on the McCree. Either way, better than just rotating back the way you did. See, this is what I'm talking about. Also, when whatever side your team goes through, go the other way. You're just setting up a flank on the opposite side so that you're gonna close the distance and pinch them.
Current status: securing objective.
Unlucky. Didn't need the pulse for that, but okay, never mind. You're just gonna fuck it like that.
Wait, did the Tracer blink into it? What the fuck?
I think so. I think she recalled.
She was on top of her.
Very nice. Good, and I'm glad you waited not for the ball, instead you waited for the Tracer. You're not going to get the confirmed pick on the ball, and he still will be able to touch point either way, even if you do chase him. Waiting there was a good play, and it paid off. She wouldn't have gotten the hack. Nice. Good. Jesus, I feel like I'm having a seizure with this sensitivity. Good start though. Just make sure you're going on that flank a little bit more. You're not a shield breaking DPS. Just go for those picks like on the side, or at least if you're not getting picks, which is completely fine. If you're not getting picks when they're pushing through a choke, that's fine as long as you're pressuring them, because that means either if they peel for, let's say, whoever you're trying to focus down, the McCree or the Ana in that situation, they're either extending resources for either a nade, a sleep, bubble, Lucio boop, or speed amp, or any kind of cooldown. Any kind of cooldown that you're taking out just by having them try to peel is worth it more, just because one, your cooldowns on a shorter cooldown. You can flank easy and not be punished as hard as somebody else, another DPS, and it's you're being an annoyance. And again, make sure you're AD strafing instead of just crouching. Good movement. Yeah, since they had the Widow, I'll just automatically swap over to Widow yourself. Not that that's the reason, but on Tracer, if they have a Sombra, you're constantly going to be worried about if she's going to hack you. Also, you have nothing really to deal with the Widow besides Chu throwing a shield in his face, or, I guess, Sunless.
One shot.
But even then, Widow v Widow, you're going to take that duel over a Ashe v Widow. Unlucky.
The objective must be taken.
As soon as you hear that Sombra uncloak, just automatically call for a peel. Because they did that before your team was fully pushed in, so your team was close enough that they could have just turned around and helped you out. Okay, good. I was about to say, if you're going to peek the Sang angle, don't do that. Make sure every time you're going to peek through like that, especially after you've died twice and the Widow knows where you've peeked twice, make sure you're doing going from a different angle so that she's not going to be expecting it as much as you going for the same peek every time.
Taking control of the objective.
Heroes never die.
Kill. Your job, you don't need to worry about any of the tanks or anything like that. Your job is to focus on winning the Widow duel first. Either that or getting a pick onto the Ana. Sure, you could try to hit the Mercy while she's Valking, but honestly, it's going to be a lot harder to... basically, think of it like an odds game. If shooting an Ana who's already scoped in on her tanks versus hitting a Mercy who's Valking flying around. You know what I mean? Good. Make sure you duck every time you go for that grapple shot, and they have the advantage for it. Good. Just remember, we're staggering her out. She's just gonna stand still, let her. Okay, for this map in particular, everyone likes to, most widows like to hold up here. Two other spots, okay, so for the first time, this is the first time the other widow has ever seen you up here, correct? After this, you take the one shot, you take the duel for the first time. If you win or lose, when you go for a different angle, either you can post up here. I like to come up here sometimes. This is a little bit more aggressive, but much more unexpected than some of the other places. Obviously on this orange thing, or where your team is right now. Yeah. Do you play music when you play?
Here I am.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I know some people do that, that's why I'm just asking.
I do that shit.
Yeah. Okay, your reaction time to the...
Helps me not tilt.
Your reaction time to the Sombra coming out of Invis is really slow. As soon as you hear that Sombra uncloak, just start spraying her down. Even if you don't confirm the kill on her, that doesn't matter. As long as she TP's away and you're still living, that you won that fight. I think for this map, in general, you spent more time in the spawn just because of either slow reaction time or... honestly, for the most part, it's just been the slow reaction time against the Sombra.
I kept trying to do the Widow, but every time I do the Widow would get help from the Sombra.
Right.
Death comes.
I don't mind the Reaper pick, but with the comp that we're running, it's not really a brawl comp. For the most part, you're not going to get as good of as much value as you would on another pick. I would probably pick Kree over Reaper in this situation just because anytime the ball comes in, flash. Anytime the Sombra comes in or uncloaks, flash. Your Widow is more of a greedy character than McCree is, which allows you to play more in a safer manner without getting exposed. Do you know what I mean? Unlucky. Okay, and this is just for everyone. When we go into a stall situation, make sure name's not on Orisa. I'm not saying that as in
Did
he's
he
a bad
have
Orisa.
Barrow?
No, he didn't. He needs to be either swapping to Winston or Diva in that situation, preferably Diva over Winston.
Pretty sure he used it before.
Yeah, he did.
Apagando las luces.
Yeah, sorry, I lost.
Score. Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm fine with the Kree here. If you also wanted to roll out on the Widow, that's perfectly fine as well. Because think of it this way. When you're running what you ran on the last map, the problem was that when you were constantly getting dove, you weren't getting much peel just because everyone was already clumped together, and Maddie should be pocketing Sunless on the Ashe versus you on the Widow. Your shots, you hit that one shot, you get the kill. Sunless has to hit 2 shots on most characters. On this map, if you wanted to play the Widow alongside the Echo, that makes, one, your duel a lot easier because Sunless should also be focusing in on that Widow, because once that Widow's dead, your job gets 10 times easier. Your whole view, you don't have to worry about, peeking certain angles as much because that Widow's out of the fight for a good 10-15 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to keep the Widow here, I would advise it.
Observe the barrier.
Because this is also a good Widow map just because of how the map is structured, it's a bunch of long sight lines for the most part, with not as much obstruction. Or if it is obstruction, all you gotta do is walk a couple feet and then you get past it, kind of thing. Okay, let's rewind this.
Observe the barrier.
I don't know why we didn't try to take the shot on the Widow there. Definitely try to go for that. If not, as soon as you hear that Sombra come out of TP, you automatically flash her. Or the ball come in, automatically flash him. Good try on the flash though. Yeah, or, okay, either go the Widow or go the Tracer. If you go the Tracer, you'll get a lot of value here as well, just because even though it is very open, there are small objects you can still hide behind, if that makes sense. I know I said go Widow, but if you're worried about the Sombra and the ball constantly hacking you, hold on. So think of the last point as these 3 pagodas, right? This is how thin, or anything in between these short walls with that lamppost I'm looking at right now is. You'll see it in a second. Think of last point as that is basically where anyone is going to be fighting anytime you're on downtown Busan. Anytime you're on this map is much more open. There's a lot more flank routes than there are on downtown. Using the Tracer to get around to the Widow is a lot more easier, and it's a lot less punishable by the Sombra, because she can't be everywhere at once compared to, you know, where I said the boundaries. If you're looking at that, if you're playing throughout that's easier for a Sombra just to, you know, look to the left, look to the right, and either pressure you out or try to go for a hack, right? Compared to all this, where she can't be all places at once. Much easier for you to get around.
Let's start over at the beginning.
Okay, what you did there, sorry, immediately walking through this choke, the Widow has longer sights and has a better advantage against you in that point. As soon as you pop around this corner, let's say if she's already scoped in, you would have been dead. Just hang out here until your Sig or Orisa comes through to place a shield and eat the bullet. That way, you're not, you know, against a better Widow, you're not taking that headshot compared to your tanks. Good flash, good stun. Good flash. While that ball is on the opposite side of the drum, instead of just trying to track him around the drum, put a couple shots in on the Ana. Even if you miss, she knows that you're looking at her, so she's gonna have to play more a little bit more passively, just in case she does poke out and you land 2 dinks on her. Good.
Dead eyes.
Okay, don't stand still at all. You could always be doing something, even if it's rotating to the right, going up to the choke and just poking a little bit. Either way, there's something you can be doing. Don't just stand still. Good spot on the Ana. Good shot. Good stuff. Unlucky.
back into the mix.
Okay, again, future reference as to everyone. Instead of going down mid, especially against a Widow when we don't have one of our own, just go right side. You're basically closing a gap that you have to cross through here and use resources in order to get to. So,
What map?
Busan downtown. Or not downtown, with the drum in the middle. So think of it this
Trigger.
way. If you're coming all the way to point, you have all of this space where the Widow has sights on you the whole time. If you're going through this way, one, it's narrower, so you can just pop a Sig shield out and her sights completely get neglected. You come over here and you just walked halfway through without Widow having good sights on you. And it closes a distance that's closer to her. So if you're not going to run the Widow, just keep in mind that you need to be avoiding long distances as much as possible where Widow has sights. And you can push out the Ana from where she's been sitting the whole time. Up. Good shot. I'd push up on the Widow. Ball's already out, you don't need to be just standing here. You could have probably gotten the exit kill on her. At a certain point, you can't give the Widow too much respect, and you're giving her way too much respect than what she deserves. You could be either pushing up to get these flank, as she's exiting, or as she's scoped in, she's not going to be able to see 360, or, the full 180 around her. So just don't give her as much respect as you're giving as McCree.
Lifting off.
Church.
They actually played that really well. On this point, again, this is for an everyone kind of comment, we are playing way too clumped up when their goal is, with what they have, they're playing double sniper, hog, and ball. All of those are greedy characters that go on flanks, right? This is basically, Widow can sit by the, that main statue at spawn that looks over the point. Widow can be sitting there. Ana could be sitting on, from where this point of view is, on the right side next to the second drum, next to the Mega. Mercy could be on one of the snipers, Hanzo could be on point, while Hog is flanking and Ball's doing whatever the fuck he wants. We're playing way too grouped up, and if they start to spread out like that and are getting all different kinds of angles on you, pick one thing and, want the closest thing and make a beeline towards that thing and kill it. That's, use halt to halt, pull it back, all that kind of stuff.
How the fuck is that a pin?
Good kill. Good one clip. Don't just stand still. You had a blink. You should have gotten on point. Even if you do lose it. Okay. That's all I really have for you then. At least at the moment.
Hold up, can I go to get this? I gotta go to get this.
Okay, go for it. I gotta put the code in anyway.
Ayo, Plus.
Hmm?
So next week, I was trying to get a scrim or two in like Thanksgiving week, and
This is Thanksgiving week.
Chew is not available any day besides Friday. You think we should run a couple scrims with chasing Nemo on tanks?
Oh, as
Or
in,
just-
and Chew's not available the whole week.
Besides Friday, no. Thanksgiving week. After that, he's fine. But just Thanksgiving week.
So he's available Saturday and Sunday.
Maybe not.
Okay, we'll see if he is. But
No.
if not, yeah, you can get one scrim in between that.
Yeah, I was gonna try and get one, like, Wednesday or Friday, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Where are you?
Also, we're doing it on the second week of week 2.
Now
Cause they for,
Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
announcement.
I got you.
ready for battle. Ready for battle.
What the fuck was that?
You saying from one of our mics?
No. FIFA.
Okay.
Gek, we gotta play, bro.
Popping gum.
Yeah, you'll kick my ass. You'll fucking kick my ass.
Nah, bro. After this, we should get one in. Or sometime tonight.
Okay.
You should see it to his face.
First thing, you rotated the wrong way.
What?
Gek, are you
I
watching?
was varsity, so.
Maddie, you like whispered. I didn't hear what you said.
That Ian said if you
Yeah, he messaged me. Or
had
yeah,
his
he's
soccer
okay. Yeah,
skills,
he
then
snapped
say
me.
it to his face.
I will. He's not good. He could barely kick a ball.
Yeah,
Did he
Matt
struggle
made
to
fun
kick
of
a?
him.
He can't like he struggled to kick a ball correctly. And I was like, I don't know what what he wants me to say about that.
Alright, shut the fuck up. So,
You
first
shut up.
you rotated the wrong way. I don't know what you're gonna be doing over here as a Reaper if you're
Well,
spamming
first
this
of
way.
all, Ian told me when they put up a wall, I shoot the middle, so that's what I did. I was trying to help Chase. So you
Right,
can see
okay,
there, he
yes,
got
I did
rocked.
say shoot the middle.
I did.
Look,
That's
the man got rocked. I was trying to help him.
quite a pull. Quite a pull. Anyway, so when we go, this is kind of for everyone as
I
well.
was sticking out of his ass. What the fuck?
Since we're running the brawl comp and we're running it straight down mid, actually, I want to see this as a team perspective.
Ready for battle. 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So.
Okay. This is as a team thing. We need to use speed boost when we're running a brawl comp like this to beeline it. As soon as we use that speed boost, we're closing the distance on them and we're just slamming into them as fast as possible. If you're gonna try to go for a rotation to bait out the wall, save speed boost and call that you're going for that bait, right? So once you do that, everyone beelines it for the Rhine, right? Except Geku or Chase, one of you, either one. So either one of you, especially on Kings Row first, if one of you want to come through hotel while everyone's speeding at the front, naturally they're gonna want to start backing up this way, which gives you guys free access to either their supports or eventually their tank line that's gonna back up, right? So let's just watch how this plays out. See, we start pushing into them. BAP has already come back this way. That would be a perfect chance for Chase to pop out, or Geku, either one of you, to pop out, flash, fan, dead, or just come up, 2-tap him and force drone, or kill him. Either way. Okay, which eventually you do. Okay. Good. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I got walled. That maze walls are insane. Touched me like twice.
The one where she walled you off the window on high
Oh
ground?
yeah, that one was insane too. That was crazy. I was coming up. I decided to give up on Reaper after that.
Okay, you were too slow to rotate onto the Hanzo, because by the time you did, our team had already died. Oh! Alright, that was a pretty disgusting
Yeah,
wall,
that
not
one.
gonna lie.
Yeah, right there.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, that was pretty gross.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I could have lived too, but I just dropped. She
Yeah.
broke it.
I will protect the innocent.
Okay, so as far as your first goal is to start poking at the Hanzo. Good. Because besides the Hanzo, what else is really going to reach you? Sure, if the BAP has, you know, killer aim or something like that, but you should be playing good enough that the BAP's not going to be able to hit you that much.
Allow me to repair the damage.
After we use beat swap for, unless you're going to swap, never mind. Or you don't. Okay, if you're not going to go for the swap, you need to push up aggressively to poke down at them. Okay, another team thing. We don't need 3 on the cart. We should have, as soon as we had wiped them off the point, we should have had both of our tanks, both of our DPS pushing up. As long as we know there's no, you know, stragglers that are hanging around to try to get a last recon test, all of you should be pushing forward, controlling this corner, and if not this corner, then this corner. Hold up as far as possible, so you're at least getting poke, and if you have ults, then start using ults to win that fight. Because if you win that fight, you've automatically just bought yourself time to get the cart past library, and past the main choke where people want to hold on king. Holding really good angles is good. Okay, instead of... You were holding good angles and poking the correct way, but where you were, you could have been pushed up much further. If you wanted to, you could have conked through the choke and then hung up here, okay? All you'd have to do, you jiggle peek around the corner to pop your rockets. If not, you're just burning down the tanks from right here. I don't think you needed to waste conk to go back like that. It wasn't needed. Could have saved it to push in aggressively like that. But you are playing passively enough to know that since they have a McCree, he will 2-tap you out of the sky. Good rocket. Try to play for the barrage. I don't know why we're backing up. We still don't. Okay, no matter what. Found this out today, by the way. Specifically for King's Row, I know this just because I found this out today on this map. There's a certain point that 3 on cart actually does something good. Okay? So for King's Row specifically, in order for the cart to get to first, for them to not have another fight, the cart needs to be past library and almost turning this corner. So like if you wipe them all off, it doesn't even have to be a team wipe all straight in a row, right? Even if you go through that long fight, grinding it out, killing everyone, you're still, if the cart's not past here, we do not need 4 on the cart. We don't need anything other than 1 person on the cart. Everyone else should be pushed up here, if not here, even further. You know,
Everyone just plays so passive. Like, look at me. Like, I was trying to hold the choke, and everyone just goes back, and that's why I die.
Yeah. So if anything, if we're not even holding like right here, we should or here, we should be pushed up all the way right here, poking them as soon as they come out of their spawn doors.
I just think the aim wasn't like comfortable.
Yeah,
I mean,
was
he's
just
not. He's
gonna say, I
on
think
he's
it's
on Ryan, so
The aim is
Yeah.
not as aggressive as Tuz,
Right.
like, at all.
But again, that's just that's how far we should be pushed up, poking them all the way until you want to go as far as you can, knowing it's safe enough. Go as far as you can to a certain point before you realize, okay, this is if we go any further than this, we're gonna get fucked. This corner, and as soon as they start pushing out towards you, you start kiting back. You hold this corner and you can even fight here. Right? Because if you're right here, let's say if you had an Ana or with the Moira, she can just fade in and be able to heal you from the cart. Even if she leaves cart, you're looking to win the fight, right? So, and this gives you an environmental advantage to, if you wanted to get boops off, to conk off, whatever.
Oh
So
my fucking god.
for most points, 3 on cart does not matter until certain points of the map. For King's Row specifically, it's past the library, almost like right here through the glare of the window. You'll see it eventually. So again, everyone needs to be pushed forward. Leave 1 on cart, unless it's at a certain point where you know you'll be able to cap.
Oh wait, yeah. Okay.
Oh, you do.
Oh no, yeah, because I sacrificed my life. I saved the team.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, just switch off the fire here. Good.
Everything can be hacked, and everyone.
Sombra's fine. Yeah. Honestly, I think a Mei would have been better here than a Sombra, but again, that's fine. Again, your TP is a little bit too far back. You want to reposition it closer to the fight so you're not, having to walk that entire distance. And you're doing a whole lot of nothing and waiting. Yeah.
I might need this later.
You constantly jiggle peeking that corner doesn't do anything for you, doesn't do anything for your team. You're trying to build EMP as fast as possible. So coming this flank where you are now, and then rotating, around the corner to hack Orion and then, just get the ult charge off of him. Even if he's going to get healed up, you're still building that EMP. Well, I was going somewhere with this. So with Sombra, you want to optimize as much as you can to get the most amount of EMP charge. So putting your TP right here, that's a fine place. It's perfectly fine if you want to put your TP right here. You have a health pack right behind you, health pack around the corner. You need to be as close to the fight as you can safely be without having, someone be on a flank and destroy your TP.
Gotcha.
Good hack on the Mercy.
Translocating.
Again, you're too far back with. Good shatter name. Good shit.
Beacon in place.
Good, you repositioned it. Yeah, again, you only need 1 on cart. You know they're not going to recontest after you wipe them. Make sure we're pushing forward. Go for the hack on the Rhine.
¿Qué tal? See you later.
Yeah, don't just shoot the Rhine if you can. Hack him because he's not going to be able to obviously hold his shield up and block damage. Again, still TP's too far back. Try to put it at the Mega where it was. Good call on the McCree. I'm assuming you called it at least. Hack that Mega that's behind you. Stayed in too long.
Reboot and try again. I might need this later.
Too far from the fight. Again.
Fire at will.
Orion's not going to be dumb enough to drop his shield like that. Just don't even try to go or even look for the hack when he's in a grab.
I didn't know you could hack the fucking mentality field.
Yep. You can hack Torp turrets. Pretty sure. I think you can hack sim turrets.
No, with the EMP you can, but not like manually.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it took you way too long to build EMP.
I'm not comfortable in it. I'm on there.
You say that, but I'd say out of
Bro,
everyone on
it's
the
just-
team, you're the best Sombra.
Bro, it's just not hard to play her. That's it. That's why. It's just simple. You shoot people.
Plaz, you're just flat.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Sarah.
I usually
I'm
just
not
whip
plat,
around
actually.
as a
I'm
ball.
diamond, bitch.
Oh
Wow.
That's right.
Big
that's
man
right.
over here.
That's right. 3.1, fuckers. That's right. Shut the fuck up.
2.1.
Much better than Gek.
That's right. That's right.
Gek's like 2.6, I think.
Okay, alright. You
That's
say
right.
much better than Geku, but his ass is still doing dumbass plays like leaving his TP too far from the cart.
Yeah, but is it gonna get you 3.9 though?
Not yet. Not yet. Alright, not yet. We're grinding. We're grinding. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Like Neem's gonna climb 1100 SR in 2 weeks.
That's right. That's
I
right.
believe it.
That's what he told me. He has not. It's been like a month and a half and he hasn't delivered yet.
Oh, DPS.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm actually okay with where you put the turret. If you wanted to put that turret in a more optimal place it right here. So not only is it watching, as soon as they come through, but it's also watching a hotel.
You talking about on Anubis? When you could find it for like 2 minutes.
Bro, shut the fuck
Oh, yeah,
up.
that
I
was
was
funny.
mad salty. I was like, bro, I know how to play Torb. Don't tell me to put a fucking turret down.
Bro, I didn't even see it, dude. I swear to God. I was like, dude, where the fuck is this
Like,
Bro,
thing?
you were
yeah,
staring
you
at
like
it
look.
for a
I swear
solid
you looked at
minute,
it. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? What the fuck?
You had your camera right on it. I was like, what?
You did the same thing on Hollywood when you were like, "Where's Chu?" And he was like right in front of you.
It was a group of people. Fuck off.
What the fuck was that pass? Oh! Sir.
Jeez.
not
I feel like
watching.
my aim's better on Torb than yours is.
Rude.
That's
Look,
good.
I'm
Okay,
just stating
3.1.
facts,
You
dog.
can just stay down there, calm down.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's so funny here they diamond.
Again, why is this turret right here? Bad turret placement. Should be left at that telephone pole. Watches everything.
Bro, that's like your 3.1. Why would you put it there when they can just shoot it?
Because
You're
then you
supposed to
just
put it behind
reposition
with
it.
your
Alright, well,
supports.
did you just... Alright, fuck
Okay,
off.
well,
What are you talking about, dog? They have a Farah too.
It's good, it's good, it's fine, it's fine.
You know, I'm gonna coach you. You know
Shut
what?
the fuck up, who's the coach here?
fucking bot, dude.
What was that? You just died to his
Just
Zarya.
fucking dominate
What was
these
that?
kids, dude. Fucking god. I didn't get healed there. That's why I died.
might be.
Facts, I guess Laz and Maddie are just shit, so.
Nah, he literally said he was reloading. It's like, oh, let's try.
That happens. That happens.
Okay, with us down 2 DPS, we should back up a little bit. We do. Good bongo? Yeah, good bongo. It forced them from not pushing in too aggressively
Shattered.
into
He
it.
shattered the fucking shield.
My name.
Okay.
I'm about to say, why are we shitting on me for being 3.1? This motherfucker doesn't even know how to play Rhine.
He's like
Yeah,
2.6 on DPS.
Yeah. Yet. He doesn't know how to play Rhine yet. That's the optimal word.
His run isn't. I think he did pretty well.
No,
considering the
he did pretty
circumstances.
well. Isn't that guy a rank player too?
Shatter's a different.
Yeah. Shatter 4. I mean, okay. Shatter's like 3.3 right now.
Wait,
and, like,
wait.
He is.
Shatter is Sammy Boy?
What?
I'm
We're
talking
watching
about.
King's Ra.
Yeah, we're watching the scrim, not the game.
Who's the Ryan then? Who's the Ryan's name?
Sammy boy.
Enemy bot.
Oh, is he decent? I can't remember.
Because I was about to say, even
he
Shatter,
wasn't great, honestly.
He wasn't-
Shatter
he wasn't
4K is
insane.
not a good Ryan either.
No, he's terrible. He's terrible. I wasn't saying he's good. I was gonna.
But yeah, he is.
He's
he is
like
a
a hell of
Ryan
time on Ryan, but he's not good.
Yeah.
Sammy wasn't. Honestly, Ben is a better tank overall
Yes,
than
he
Sammy
is.
was.
Absolutely.
Ben's not too bad. I think his main tank's better than his off tank, but he played off tank.
Be right back. I'm gonna go microwave some milk for pizza.
Okay,
No.
you won this fight, but you just wasted your life for no reason. Let's say if they had
Bro, I
managed
took a
to
mercy.
look,
Stop criticizing
doesn't
shit that
matter. Doesn't matter. You still okay? I'm saying against a better team. Against a better team, they catch that flank. Let's say they're not running a Rein Zarya and they're running a Sig or a Diva. That bitch is just gonna DM your face the whole time while you're using it.
Yep, but they weren't running a Diva. They were running a
Okay,
Zarya.
it doesn't matter. Either way, even if they were, I'm not talking about just this game. All right, looking for the future here. This is to help
Bro, I
you
go on
not
a lot
this.
of flanks. I do not like doing
That's
this.
fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine if you're going on flanks. But
know.
you ulted,
He's giving you shit.
popped
I got
overload,
you.
and ran into their backline, into the entire team, and died. Like against a better team,
I
they're
got
gonna
2
catch.
kicks out of it, bro.
I quit. I fucking quit. Damn, they refuse to run right.
Yeah, but if you sit behind our Ryan shield and get 2 picks and you don't die, it's even better.
There you go.
Yeah, but like, we won the fight. I'm already back by the time they push in.
If you could be setting up for a flank front end.
I'm a fucking Torb.
Oh, I thought you played McCree.
Don't peek the.
You could have been setting up for a flank
Never
come,
mind, it's
dude.
fine.
Every coom, that's the thing. That's why I flank.
They were
I'm not
arguing
watching,
about.
so I don't. I
No,
don't
actually,
know.
Lame.
Laz actually has a good point. If you hadn't died, we wouldn't have held back so far. I'm assuming, at least. I would hope we aren't.
No, they just gave up
Well,
ground.
just name.
Right. No, all of you were. Fuck, what are you talking about?
Okay.
Doesn't
you
no
want
no
me
no
to
no
hold in
no,
front
no.
of my
Doesn't
Reinhardt?
matter if Naeem's not isn't forward. You make that fucker go forward. Just walk up.
I'm the
Hey,
bad.
hey,
So-
Naeem,
That's
push
it,
your
bro.
fat ass up. You get up to the corner, you start playing the corner. You don't just sit back here like a bunch of pussies. Sit it up here.
That's fair. I gotta wear my own
Oh wait,
game
no,
now.
Naeem died. That's why he backed up.
Still,
Oh wait.
either way.
Yeah.
No, you were playing over here to begin with, I'm pretty sure. Bet, we'll watch.
Yeah, I think he fucking died, and then we just set it back. I think we were gonna recontest, but then we decided not to.
Team is not very good at going.
They had a good chatter. Anyway,
It's
even if
critical.
let's say you didn't die, you still would have been able to poke
Because he
them
plays
up
ball.
here on
Yeah,
their
that's-
approach instead of coming back to the fight as soon as they come and almost are at point already. If you didn't die, you would have been able to poke them down even further, maybe have gotten a pick off.
My fucking god.
Laz, shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
Stop yelling about soccer.
Sacker.
Oh, name you shatter too. Yikes. Okay,
He was having a rough time.
if you're giving them point, back up just a little bit to library, just so we can wait for Naeem to get back. As soon as we do, that's when we hold the choke. See what they're doing, pulling up to the library. That's what we should have been doing on our defense, or on our attack. Sorry. Okay, now we have a full 6. We can push forward. We're just letting them poke us.
Oh, what a goal.
Stop worrying about the flank. You're fine. That's what your turret's for.
Yeah, I was worried about your tire.
Someone call it out.
That was me. He was up there. I didn't know he dropped.
Good. I like your response with the. Make sure when you're, when you're nutting all over the place, make sure you're tap firing it, not just splooging all over the place.
I was nervous though.
Yep. Good trance.
His performance issues in bed. Oh, it's such a good joke
should have
there.
backed up there instead of staying that close.
Yeah, we decided to fight it. Yeah.
I mean, you win the fight. I mean, it looks like.
No, yeah, we won. I think.
And then they pop tire. Pharah. Okay.
When did we stop them? What the fuck? I don't remember this.
I remember.
Thought we won there. Oh.
Don't.
Wait, what? What team is we were looking at?
King's Row.
Oh, okay. Like
Oh, I think it was third point.
the scrim or the game
Scrim. Again, Scrim.
against Thorny or
Last night.
Wildfire.
oh Wildfire. Okay. Didn't
I was
we,
asking for orb. I didn't get it.
didn't they win map 1? No, we won everything else.
Yep, they won call.
And that was it, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
The 3-1.
And then then literally all of the DPS left. Also, apparently, I doubt it's actually MNK, but Energy was watching the scrim and he said that their DPS Gosu, who was like lucky sauce for MNK.
I don't.
I don't think he's
I watched.
I didn't even play against him.
It didn't even look as fast.
I mean, I don't even think he was
Yeah.
playing any kind of hit scan either. So, I mean,
Yeah, I think that I was telling Energy that's maybe like partially why he was playing like Torb, like Reaper. But no one's gonna think that's like sus.
big shatter.
But
Big shatter.
it's probably honestly not even MK. Energy's like 10 anyways.
Okay, when that shatter hit, you didn't need to fan the hammer. You should have just shot through. You're probably gonna miss out of those 6 shots. You're probably gonna miss at least 4 of those. When you're gonna do more damage from just primary firing, and even if you miss the heads, you're still gonna do more damage than the 2 fan the hand
Fuck off.
shots.
Yeah.
Should have rotated to your team. Okay, actually this worked out. Good. Good shots.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Oh my god.
You should be pushed up by the Mega, poking them as soon as they come around that first corner from their spawn. Don't fucking emote.
Oh my god. Notice.
I don't know how that flash didn't hit the Rhine. Good attempt though. Nice.
That was too far.
Okay, do. Alright, we'll see how this plays out.
Oh, we just fuck a kid here.
Yeah,
That's it.
kinda.
Really fucked on him. Right.
Good. Nice. I don't know, man. You played a bunch of weird characters for the comp that we were running.
That's what I do, bro.
Yeah. At least with the fire pick, that was what was concerning.
Yeah, no, my thought process, they didn't have it.
No,
just
that's the part that's fine. It's we couldn't go aggressive at all just because we didn't have the mercy pocket.
I said I would switch. But you told me not to.
Yeah, but you had
Yeah.
B.
Right.
You had like B. You had an ult. That's why you didn't
You
switch.
had
I told
B
you not to.
on the second point defense when you swapped the fire. We had just used trance. We could have swapped there, but I mean, again, it worked out in the end, which is fine. But I mean, I thought your McCree play was good. Which nothing wrong with it. It was good.
By the way, I think I can run BAP and scrims now if you need me to.
I'd say definitely try it.
Say, Ian, if you messed up the Zen.
See, I think if we're gonna run Babs in, I'll just play Bab.
Why?
Well,
Like if we're, I think our Zins are about the same level, and my Bab is definitely better, so I should just play Bab.
Yeah, okay, that's
Right?
actually that's kind of fair. Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I mean,
That's fine.
if we're planning on switching, then maybe.
Yeah,
like on like Hanamura, I guess.
That's
But-
fine. It's not for double flex support. For at least most teams that I've seen, most of the time they just put in their other flex support if they have one.
well, I mean, I'm just saying can now.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
Like
I
it's
got
not
you.
a.
Right.
I can do it now.
Not a point of you not being able to play hero.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like
not
actually
a
okay.
me growing
But I have
bad
seen
anymore.
I have seen some teams where the main support plays the Zen over the BAP. Most, regardless, you should still learn BAP in case another fucked up weird
Yeah.
shit meta happens or Laz
I think
gets better on Zen.
I'm getting pretty good at that, but I'm still really shit at Windows, I think. But, like, I don't know.
We'll get used to it.
And the movement, I guess. I don't know. It's just practice. Like I just don't have time on bad right now. But, it's actually my most played right now. It's kind of whack.
This is just kind of feedback for me, Geku. How did you like this versus a one-on-one?
What do you mean?
Doing
it's a
both
lot
you
more
and
fun.
Chase.
That's so fun.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I was asking how he liked this compared to just doing a one-on-one with him and a one-on-one versus a review with him and Chase. Because I mean, if I hope you were at least
To
paying
watch
attention
other-
while we did
Wait.
Chases, but if you're looking at the other, I mean, both of you can play all of each other's heroes. I'm assuming, at least for most of them. So even if I'm not reviewing your gameplay, watching someone mess up on another character or not do the correct thing on another character is still going to apply to your own gameplay going down the line.
Wait, you done with the VOD review already?
I mean, I only planned on doing one map for each of you. If Sunless was here, I probably would have done a third, but I really don't want to VOD review until 1 a.m., so I'd rather actually play comp. So.
Alright, let me go put my console, though.